Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good one. Let me know what is in your glass tonight. I'm really excited. Not been a huge Teeling fan in the past. I've had some good ones. And I received this sample kit a while ago. I'm excited to deep dive into this. I know we have some big Teeling fans. I know a lot of their stuff is kind of all over the place as far as what you like, what you don't like. Let me know what's in your glass tonight. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, do all that stuff YouTube likes us to do. And before I forget here, make sure after we're done here that you click over and check out Kilco's stream tonight. He is fundraising for cancer research. He's fundraising for his parents, his father that does have cancer. So I want to put the link in his stream tonight. Make sure after we're done here, you jump in and follow Kilco's stream. I'm actually going to pin this to the top here. I believe Kilco said there's 5 days left in the fundraiser. I think that's what his link said. Let me pin that to the top. All right, there we go. So that is the link for his stream tonight. Make sure you check that out. Let's see if I can get back over to where I'm at. There I am. Let's say hi to some people. Let me know what's in your glass. So I decided since we're going on Teeling, I am going to start with a little of it's not the single malt, but it is the Teeling Stout finish, the Imperial Stout. I do like this one. It's not my favorite stout of all time. Sorry, Donald Rance. I know this is Donald's favorite. That would probably go to the Kilo and Oatmeal Stout, but it's a really good pour. If you like coffee, totally tastes like coffee. Let's see who we got in here. We have Whiskey Uncensored. Let's go. So I have been digging into the whole handles thing. I'm trying to fix this. I think I might have to actually go back to a previous update and undo some updates. There's the man of the hour, Kilco. It's good to see you. We'll all wrap up here and join you in your stream after this. We got Sugar Kitty. Meow. Cheers, Sugar Kitty. Derek Whiting. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Derek. Roman Carter. Hello. Teeling single grain Bordeaux cask. Excellent. I had that one. If it's the same one that you have, I had a 13-year that was amazing. Teeling single grain doesn't get a whole lot of attention, and it's actually pretty good. It is pretty good. I know what happens when I send Stacy a pic of Teeling I haven't seen before. Yeah, there's a lot of Teeling out there. They do a lot of single casks. They also, for those of you who are football fans, they are the official sponsor for Notre Dame. They have it. There's actually a special Teeling Notre Dame bottle. It's just a regular, the rum finish blend, but it's still cool. It's a cool bottle. I have a lot of friends that have it. Eric Gunderson, cheers. Eric, how are you doing? Declan, cheers to you. How are you? It's good to see you. Robbie, how are you doing, Robbie? Robbie joining us from Ireland. Let me see if I got everybody here. Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, besides the Kilco stream, even if you can't make it, the fundraiser for Kilco's parents' medical expenses is going on. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Yeah, so the link I put in there is to the stream. If you click over on that link, it should take you to the fundraising page, to the GoFundMe. I'm going to post that in my community post on YouTube after the stream. I got a late start. I didn't get a chance to beforehand. But, if you're able to, make sure you help Kilco's parents. Give him support, give his dad some support. Even just if you're not able to contribute financially, even just your thoughts and well wishes. That matters a lot, especially this time of year. Pouring Teeling pot still Bordeaux red wine cask Benny's pick. That sounds delicious. I'm a red wine fan myself. We got Z-Man. Cheers, everyone. I tell you, I think I need to update my computer. I haven't done an update in a while because I'm getting it's getting all glitchy. So hopefully it seems to be glitching a little bit. Let me know if you guys have any issues seeing me here if I'm glitching. Sugar Kitty drinking a local microbrew English ale from Manskirt Brewery, followed by a swig of that legendary Dark Silky. I like that one. That one is the one that kind of turned me into peated whiskey. Was that and then the Ardbeg that you recommended, Sugar Kitty. Those were the two that got me into peated whiskey. Now I'm a peated whiskey fan. Cheers, Peter White. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Sugar Kitty. You know what? I'm going to pin, let me star this. I want to pin that instead. Let me see if I could do that. Well, we'll leave Coco's stream in there. But I will keep highlighting. I have this starred so I can go back and highlight it. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. All right. So those of you, I think pretty much everybody's probably very familiar with the Teeling name. Teeling is kind of an iconic Dublin distillery. They opened their doors in 2015. They're in the Dublin Liberties area. And they were coming back when there still weren't very many Irish distilleries at all open. They have really kind of thrived in Dublin. They still have their visitor experience. You can go tour Teeling. You can do your own bottlings at Teeling. And they've got a lot of offerings across the US. So typically you go in and, you see the big names on the shelves. You see, your Middletons and your Bushmills. You also will see Teeling. I really like, also they're kind of known for their older malts. They were very smart, went in, bought all the old Cooley malt, and therefore there are a lot of really good older Teeling malts. We're going to explore this. This is a set that I got from an Irish Whiskey Club that I'm in. And I was probably like 6 months ago, and I'd never had the opportunity to do it. So I thought I'm going to get on here and share it with you guys. So it came with, this is the samples that we're doing. We are going to be trying their signature single malt, crystal malt, which I am super duper excited about. The Black Pits, which I have that one, and a 21-year Riesling Reserve 3 single malt. I have not had that one, so I'm excited to try that one as well. And they came in these cute little bottles. So I have had the Black Pits. We have a bottle of Black Pits downstairs. Really enjoy that one. I think it might be empty, to be perfectly honest. We bought it a while ago. I think we kept the bottle because it's over on the floor. Yeah, it's definitely empty. Yeah, that one was really good. Great introduction to peated whiskey. It's very light peat. Hey, Amy. Pouring Celtic Cask 57 tonight. I tell you, if the shipping situation ever settles down, Celtic Cask is a brand I want to pick up some bottles. For those of you who aren't familiar with Celtic Cask, it's a bottling done by Celtic Whiskey Shop, and they're usually older bottlings. They're usually really good, really unique finishes. I know Amy's got a few of them. Hey, that looks fantastic. Where can you pick them up? So this was done from the Stories and Sips Irish Whiskey Club. They did a fundraiser. And I can't recall off the top of my head what it was for. I think it was a children's fundraiser in Ireland. And if you contributed to the fundraiser, then you were rewarded with a set of the sample set. I think Tiny Tipples also, I think you can get, I think probably all of these in a sample size as well. That's a website you could go to get those. But I honestly, it was one of the charities I donated to, and I honestly forgot all about it. And then this showed up on the doorstep. Oh, and it came with this very pretty Teeling Copita. So we're going to be drinking the 21-year out of that. So I'd forgotten about it, and I put it on the corner. Forgot I had it. Was kind of going through everything and came across it. Like, oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to do that tasting. They did do a online tasting, a virtual tasting with someone from the brand. I don't remember off the top of my head who it was, which I was not able to attend. But I'm kind of excited to try this. I'm going to open up all these. This is the crystal malt. Now, the 21-year is not the oldest Teeling that I've had. I did have an opportunity it's been a year and a half or 2 years ago. Year and a half, 2 years ago. That they had a tasting event here in Ohio for the 32-year Teeling single malt that was finished in the purple Muscat. It was really nice. They paired each course of the meal with a Teeling whiskey, and then at the end of the meal, you got a pour of that. And I got to try that. Me and my friend also kind of splurged on a pour of the 29-year. Not gonna lie, I like the 29 better than the 32. It was a rum finish and something else, and it seemed like it was a little more complex than the purple Muscat. The purple Muscat was good, but it was all sweet. So, hey, Josh Fritz, good evening. Cheers, all. It was good to see Donald Rance. I figured I was talking about Teeling. I figured you'd pop in. I was hoping you'd pop in and say hi. I know you're a big fan of that older Teeling malt as well. Hey, cheers, Richie. It was good to see you. Several years ago, Ed from Rocket Review arrives in chat on a Teeling-sponsored live stream from Whiskey Crusaders. He really, really wants to get black pits. Oh, has he not had it? I think they have it in the US now. The regular black pits. The cask strength, they do not. The cask strength, which I would love to pick up a bottle. There's a few bottles I would like to pick up right now, like the new aged Blue Spot, but with the increased cost of shipping right now and just you're rolling the dice if it even gets through Louisville, I'm kind of holding off right now. And there was a green spot released, an older green spot released too, that I've kind of held off on. I'll end up caving. Plus I got a couple of my friends' house I still have to get here. Me to Ed, if you want black pits that bad, if you consider Sharpie out of the arms. Oh, then yeah, the Crusaders had while the Teeling reps continued. I'm sure, Sugar Kitty, I'm sure they probably heard many, many black pits jokes. Yeah, 29 was better than the 32. I thought so too. I liked the 29 better. The 30, I mean, nothing against the 32, but the 29 just seemed like it had more going on, whereas the 32 was kind of one-dimensional. It was just sweet. Hey, Chris, cheers to you. The new Causeway is 10 days away. 2 releases to come over in February. Yay. You'll have to let me know what you got. So you do, just a reminder, you do have 2 bottles of Irish at my house. You have the Gold Spot, the new Gold Spot 13, and then you'd won a bottle on a live that I donated to a live stream for a fundraiser. I don't even remember what it was. It's a JJ Corey. It's an Ohio release. So I've got both of those. Hold them for you. Oh, what else we got? Oh, the Rock God incident was a number of years ago now. Oh, you have an old Teeling 21 Silver Reserve, but never opened it. I'm excited. This is going to be my first Teeling 21. This Rising Reserve. I thought it was Riesling. Rising Reserve. 21-year Rising Reserve 3 single malt. The Teeling 24. I have not had the 24, Donald. The 29, though. Yeah. If I ever come across a good price on a bottle of that, I'm picking that up. Hey, hello again, whiskey friends. Jeff, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. James Morgan. Cheers, James. It's good to see you. Josh Fritz, I'd like to own a few bottles of the Johnny Walker Black Ruby, but I hear it's duty-free only for now. I mean, even if it's duty-free, you can find a way to get it. Living proof. I got a couple things that were at the airport only, and you find somebody who happens to be going through the airport. It's been known to happen. The 21-year Silver Reserve is a Sauterne finish. I like Sauterne, so that actually sounds really good. That Whistle Pig that I got was a Sauterne finish. Much like a Las Vegas cocktail waitress who's never best. Is she a Blackbush? Apparently the Teeling reps had not, in fact, heard that before. That's shocking. They need to get out more. I've heard a lot of them. Oh, you got the Teeling Stout cask. That's actually what I started with here. I started with the stout cask finish. So we're going to try this Teeling single malt, and I've had this before. There's not a whole lot on the nose. It's just kind of malty. I am a little bit congested. I've been walking, and the more you go out right now because of all the the dead leaves and dead grass and pretty much dead everything, it just kills my sinuses. Something awful. I was not able to do my walk. I normally hike up to the top of the fire tower. Was not able to do that today. They closed it to get a free Red Bull from the park because apparently the Red Bull people have run out of places to go, and we're hiking the trails on the park, handing out cans of Red Bull. So that's a thing. Yeah, it smells fruity. There's definitely some tropical fruit, maltiness. There's some apricot. I like an orange lemon. There's like a citrus going on. So let me know if you've had the standard Teeling single malt. Now, I don't. It's okay. It's not one of my favorites, but it's okay. It's there. I think that they're. If you compare it to other single malts, I'm not sure. I think like Napogue, I think I enjoy a little more than this one. Oh, which distillery only release did you get, Chris? Which one? Because I have a couple of them behind me. Unless it's that really old one. Because let me tell you, she didn't even open that when I was there. That was pretty impressive. Chris and Lil, when they did their Bushmills tour, I hooked them up with Alex Thomas, and Alex is busting out. I think it was like a 25-year whiskey for you guys, and I don't think she opened that when I was there. Oh, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Oh, you're going to crack the 21-year Bushmills when you start your new job next month. Well, congratulations on the new job. 21-year Bushmills is a good one to crack. We have that here. I'm actually going to try to pick up a bottle before it goes out of stock in Ohio. The J.J. Corey 21-year, it is Bushmill source. So it's Bushmills bourbon cask finish 21-year at cask strength. And it's very, very good. So I'm almost out. I think there's a little bit left. Yeah, a little bit left. It's getting dangerously low. And they've discounted it to $150 here in Ohio. So I'm going to snap up a bottle of that. Donna says that's because they stopped blending the older Cooley stuff and strictly use their own distillate now. Yes. They don't really have as much of the Cooley older malt in general. There's not a lot of it. The stuff you tend to find now, 9 times out of 10, it's not really good malt that's left. You're going to see a lot more of the Cooley single grain being released right now. And the Cooley single grain is very, very good. So this one's okay. Pretty color. A little bit higher ABV. It's 46%. But if you don't purchase it, I don't think you'll be missing out on anything. Richie C's had a few Teeling bottles, single malts, but I loved the single grain. The single grain I really like, especially when you get into the wine finishes of that single grain. That single grain really takes to the wine finishes very, very well. Donald says Teeling 18-year Renaissance Series 2 Shiraz casks. Oh, that does sound really good. That sounds really good. The one that I had that stood out was a 13-year single grain that was a Bordeaux cask finish. They did that one back, gosh, I think it was back in 2020, 2021. And that was just beautiful, beautiful bottle. I am going to set this one. Yeah. I'm going to do these in the order on the card. Now, actually, I'm going to ask you, what do you guys think? So on the order of the card, it has the Black Pits as 3rd and the 21-year as 4th. I'm not sure I agree with that. if I shouldn't have well, I guess it's not that strong of a peat. I could put the peated one last. But I yeah, it's not that strong of a peat. Anyway, we're going to go on to the next one, which is this crystal malt. I am really excited to try the crystal malt. I've had the Bushmills crystal malt. Love that one. Never had this one before, so I'm excited to try it. Teeling small batch is sweet for summer. I like Teeling small batch. I know a lot of people don't, that it is too sweet. I like it. Yeah, pits. That's what I'm thinking too. It's the black pits. I'm thinking too. Oh, you're welcome, Kilco. You are very welcome. Black Fitz is now making, yeah, ever since the Sugar Kitty was telling us, he was telling us about that joke. It's making you laugh. So Teeling whiskeys, they're winning awards left and right. The distillery itself has also been winning quite a few awards. And one of the big ones that they push on their website is that they won a Sustainable Distillery of the Year award. And this is kind of a big deal in Ireland. They have a rainwater harvesting system they're using to reduce water consumption, energy consumption, a lot of things that they're doing to eliminate excess waste. And they received an Icons of Whiskey award for this in 2022, and they're pretty proud of this. It's a pretty big deal. So that is one of the things you'll be able to read about on their website. You'll be able to hear about if you go there in person. Remove that. Again, that's the first distillery in Dublin, and they said in over 125 years. Now, when I was in Ireland the first time, that was 2016, and they'd only been open a year, and so it was not on my radar. So we never visited Teeling. This trip I went last year, we were only in Dublin for one day on the way back, and did not hit Teeling. We spent all our time in the northern distilleries. So I still need to get back over there and get to Teeling, because that and Pierce Lyons are the two Dublin distilleries I really want to visit. So this is the crystal malt, a little bit darker. That smells really good. That smells like fresh red apple. That's so different. That's fresh red apple, a little bit of cinnamon. There's like baking spice. This smells yummy. Oh, it smells like apple pie. This smells delicious. A little bit of vanilla. You can definitely tell there's some spice on it, even though it's a single malt. This is one of the bottles that I have seen. It is still available in Ireland. They don't have it over here, but it is one of the ones that I'm like, oh, I want to get it. I want to get it. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. That's really good. That is really good. So all those notes on the nose still come through on the palate. The apple isn't as much. A lot more of the maltiness, vanilla, the spice. You still do get a bit of that apple. Just pour more of that. That is very, very good though. So I knew Teeling is doing crystal malt. Bushmills has a crystal malt. Copeland Distillery in the north has a crystal malt. Let me know if you've heard of any other Irish whiskey distilleries that are using crystal malt. I can't think of, off the top of my head, I can't think of another one. I think Copeland's has not even been released yet. We did try some crystal malt though, and they do have some in their warehouse. Bushmills only has the one that I'm aware of. And then this one from Teeling. I can't get over how much that smells like apple pie on the nose. That's crazy. The Pierce line is really cool with being in the dead center of town. Yeah, and just the fact that it's in an old church, it just looks like a beautiful distillery. Yeah, Donald likes the Pierce line 7-year. Oh, hey, Marty. Happy early Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy early Thanksgiving to you. I'm actually off the rest of the week, trying to get the house ready for Thanksgiving. You never know. I might pop into Scotch Down Under. You never know. I'm off all week. Well, if you get a chance to get over to Ireland and try this Teeling Crystal Malt, it's really good. That's really good. I don't know if you can tell, it's super oily on the glass too. It's a definite noticeable difference than their regular single malt, and I don't think it's crazy expensive either. Believe that one, I know it was under $100. I know it was because it's one of those that I looked at the price and I'm like, wow, that's it. I was kind of surprised at the price. Let me edit this over here. So let me know what you guys have planned for Thanksgiving. What are some of your traditions? We host a little water in that. I rinsed it out. We host Thanksgiving at our house, so my family will be here along with my husband's family. We do have a nice brand new pellet smoker for the turkey this year. So we get up, the turkey's actually in my fridge right now. We thought out we will sometime around Wednesday, probably Wednesday morning, it will go into a brine, into a big bucket that I'm going to have to keep feeding ice into to keep it cold. Because I think the temperature is supposed to drop here. I hope it is. It's always a pain when it's warmer. So we brine it overnight, and then my husband will get up very early in the morning and spatchcock the turkey and get it on the smoker. I cook the rest of the sides. I make stuffing. I make actually it's my great grandmother's. My family calls it beef noodles. It's spätzle noodles. It's from the German side of my family. So we'll be having that. My mother-in-law always makes deviled eggs. Everybody loves. I'm the only person that does not like deviled eggs. I'm not a deviled egg fan, but everybody always loves the deviled eggs. Well, that's a noticeably darker color. Let me turn this. See that? And you can definitely see how oily it is. Yeah, you can see tears on the, I don't know if you can see the tears on the glass. Nice color, oily. Oh, your Thanksgiving was back in October. I did not know that. Hey, JG, cheers to you. How are you doing? Spätzle for all. Yeah. I sit there, I finally bought like this noodle roller, so it does like 4 rows of noodles. So it doesn't take me nearly as long because I have to make them the night before. Oh, we will. Yeah. We don't even watch Super Bowl Sunday, to be honest, Chris, because my team is the Browns and they don't ever have a shot in hell of making the Super Bowl. So it's always a free weekend for us. So yeah, definitely let me know. I'll keep in touch with you on that. What's that? Sugar Kitty picked up your free Thanksgiving turkey from the local grocery store today. Put up the tree yesterday, trimmed it. Moravian Star goes up next. Thanksgiving Day, Mommy, you volunteered a kitchen. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I've always wanted to do that. There's like a turkey trot 5K here that I thought about doing, but I'm like, wait a minute, I got to cook. So someday. That is awesome. We have done, there are a couple of years that my father-in-law decided he was going to help with Thanksgiving. So he did the whole Bob Evans, which Bob Evans will make like a whole Thanksgiving dinner for you. And so we didn't have to cook or anything. And that was it was nice to have a year off, honestly. Let's see. Treat a few to bourbon-infused chicken. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Let me tell you, James, I had some chickens because I got a couple because we always put them on the smoker. It's just my husband and I, and a chicken, honestly, that's perfect for just 2 people. And The deals on turkeys this week, I could have got a, like, 14-pound turkey for less than I paid for that one freaking chicken. It was crazy. I got like a 22-pound turkey for $10. So we're gonna be eating a lot of turkey. Oh, with soy sauce. That sounds yummy. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Local turkey trot is run by the family across the street from you. Oh, no way. They're firemen, EMTs, and the run benefits a group of for kids cancer. Oh, that's a great cause. I don't it's a fundraiser for the one that's in town for me. I know that they meet you at the end with like a piece of pumpkin pie, like for all the runners. And I just know it's on Thanksgiving Day. So unfortunately, like I said, unfortunately with the cooking, I'm not able to attend. Oh my gosh, the nose on this is gorgeous. There's a lot of fruit, there's a lot of vanilla, it's a little floral. It's like fresh peaches. Or like fresh squeezed like peach juice. There's like some lemon. Oh boy. And I am not sure what the finish is on this, to be honest. I don't know if it says. If it says, it's too small on the print to read. It's a Rising Reserve 3 single malt. Here, if you spend $400 during the 6 weeks prior to Thanksgiving, the grocery store gives you a 20-pound turkey free. That's a good deal. I could totally. Honestly, as much as groceries cost, I think probably most of us could spend that much easily in 6 weeks. It's just my husband and I, but we don't really go out to eat much, so we throw down that much easy. All right, I'm excited. Oh goodness, that is good. Wow. That is vanilla and honey and apricot and peaches. A lot of fresh fruit. There's something a little sweet in there. It's not there's citrus, but it kind of comes off like a lychee. It's sweet, but it's also a little tart. That is, yeah, okay. I might have to look up the price on that one. That is delicious. So 21 year, if Donald's still here, Donald, you would know, would 21 year Teeling single malt, would that be the Cooley? If it is, that explains it. That explains why it's so good. I used to go to my crazy I used to make my ex-wives crazy because even if we went to a friend's home for turkey dinner, I always brought 2 slices of fresh bread, made a hot turkey sandwich. So Peter, my brother is actually exactly like that. So he makes me nuts because we go to we used to go to like steakhouse, like a really nice steakhouse, and he would ask for a bun or bread, and he would put a steak between the bun, and that's how he would eat it. So he's exactly the same way. So there's more than just you out there that do that. Okay, so that explains it. That explains why it's so good. Yeah, it's the Cooley. That also explains where all those tropical notes are coming from. I tend to get those with the Cooley. That is wonderful. Yeah, the 21 year Rising Reserve 3 single malt. That is lovely. Ooh, that's not clean. So unfortunately, like I said, with the cooking this year, I am unable to do the turkey trot, but I'm kind of trying to commit to, and I've committed online, so I set it online just to kind of put it out there because then I can't back off as much. I can't like try to backtrack out of it. Doing a winter hike series. So some of the things I've been doing the last few months is trying to get a little healthier, get a little, a little better in shape. and started walking more. And we live very close to a metro park. You guys know, bumps up to my backyard. So I've started walking more, and because of that, I found out they're doing a winter hike series. So if you go to, you have to do 7 hikes between December 1st and the end of February, and you get this patch. Now, honestly, I probably won't keep the patch. I'll show it off. Hey, look what I did. And I'll pitch it. But it's kind of motivation for me to get out and not just get some exercise and walk in the middle of winter when we tend to be more indoor and sedate, but also kind of explore some of the other parks in the area because I'm just comfortable and I just do the same route every time and the same trail every time. So I'm excited to do this. It's going to be cold. I already know I need some hand warmers because my hands, even with gloves on, were freezing the other day when we had a cold day. But I will let you know Patreons my progress because I'm sure I will have a dram in a can or a sample bottle in my pocket when I have to go out on these cold walks. I think Sugar Kitty, since we are out during Thanksgiving, the turkey will get done at Christmas time instead. That's a good idea. We used to, honestly, in my family, we did turkey for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Hey, cheers, Bourbon Lover. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Oh, thank you, Richie. So I am actually on Patreon. I am gonna give out, I think this next Sunday I might do another 2 stacks because I still have some dram in a cans. Might do that, and then I think for Christmas, I'm gonna do. Let's do. You know what? I have a lot of these really nice Copelands. Maybe I'll do Copeland for Christmas as Patreon giveaway, and somebody get to try this inaugural bottle. We'll figure it out. Let me think. I want to do something good for Christmas as a Patreon giveaway. Do something good. I believe that Teeling 16 single cask I have is Cooley, bourbon, and a tropical fruit bomb. Yeah, this has got a lot. I mean, there's a lot of honey going on with this too, and a little bit of spice, but it's a whole lot of tropical fruit. And there's something I can't put my finger on. And like I said, I'm thinking it's lychee. It's something sweet, but it's also got like a tartness to it. The local run is called Huff and Puff After You Stuff. It's a Saturday after Thanksgiving. That's awesome. That's a good one. If you commit online, you could do the winter hike virtually. No, you actually, so there's an app and you actually have to check yourself in from the actual park. And it will show how many miles you are from the trail. Now, that being said, the one trail I could easily do from my back porch because it is literally right out my back door. It's that close. But the other ones, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I thought about that. I did think about that because I did check myself in from the one behind my house, and I'm like, I'm just home, but that's okay. I already went on a walk. It's okay. It counts. Totally counts. The oldest Teeling single malt is about 10 years old. Okay, so Peter, yeah, that'd be a coolie, all right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Eric, for sharing all the links tonight. Thank you so much. Hey, Top Dog, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Same to you, sir. Just get some VR glasses. Yeah. I'm kind of, I'm getting into, honestly, the walking a little bit more. I do on my lunch hour. I work from home, so it's the one opportunity I have to kind of step away from my desk on my lunch hour. And it's kind of nice, honestly. I just step away, do that walk, come back, and it's kind of a nice de-stressor. So I'll put, my headphones in, I'll listen to like a podcast or something, or follow, put on one of the YouTube streams that I've missed throughout the week. And it's nice just to, you kind of zone out and be in the middle of nature. And it's kind of nice. Now, the weather doesn't always accommodate. Today it was gorgeous. Today it was a beautiful day. Last week sucked. I didn't get out as much. It was one of those where, it's just warm enough for the rain not to be ice and snow. That's like the worst. Just snow. Just go ahead and snow already. If I had to attempt 5K, you would have to check me too. Yeah, I mean, I can walk it. I'll never run one, honestly. I'm past even when I was in my prime, my knees are shot. There was no way I was ever gonna do that. But I will walk, I'll do the hiking thing, and I have a little backpack. You can stuff whiskey in it along with your bottled water. Yeah, 2015 is when, they opened their doors and they started distilling, and then they bought all that Cooley stock. So, yeah, I know, JG. I try, especially, as it gets I'm glad I got started when it was warmer, because now, like I said, as it's getting colder, I'm lucky I do have a treadmill downstairs, but the treadmill is probably 30 years old, so it's not as good a shape as it used to be. Hey, same with me. Um, so if I have to, I do that in a pinch, but it's not the same. And, I even have like the virtual walking tours that I pulled up on YouTube. You can actually like find, virtual walks. So you can walk around Lake Louise in Alberta. And you can walk the Scotland Highlands. But it's not the same. It's just not the same. It's not the same as actually being outside. Glengoyne Teapot Dram 11 is out on their site, a little cheaper than last year's. Always a good score. That is the one that Andrew gave me. That Andrew Butler. That I'm pretty sure he was the one that gave me that flight, and that was my favorite one out of all of those. So I might have to look into that. I have not. I didn't realize that was out. That was the one I liked. I'm almost positive. It was either my one or two. So good. That one was so good. Hello. Hey, Big Vic. Cheers to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Hope you're doing good. No, I have not. I bought some bourbon. We had our single barrel Saturday here in Ohio. I went and bought some bourbon. Really haven't bought. I'm buying some Irish here because it's kind of pretty much heavily discounted. Haven't really bought much from Ireland lately, just because of the logistics have kind of been a pain in the where lately. And honestly, the prices have been kind of crazy even before you add all that extra in on it. So Green Spot had a release, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what it was. It was an age statement. It was a single cask bottle. The big one was that I did look hard at was the Blue Spot. And the Blue Spot had an age statement bottle out. It was a little older, and it was 400. I think it was like 425 euros, something like that. And it was just crazy. I would have had to get it here, and that's kind of this close to Christmas. That's a lot. That's a lot. Middleton, just their prices are a little nuts. I did want to pick up Copeland just came out with their 25.3, and I have 25.1 and 2, and I really wanted to get 3. I love Copeland, love the distillery, love the area. It was really nice. But the only problem with that is they are in Northern Ireland, and the exchange rate right now with the pound is really terrible. So I looked at that and priced it, and with shipping, it was closing in on $500 for that bottle. And I'm like, I just can't do it. I just can't. So I'm hoping they still have some available. I've got friends that are going over. If it is, maybe I'll get one. Yeah, that was it. $1. Yeah, the 10th year, the 100th anniversary, 46%. And the price was crazy. The price was really crazy. The price of those two it was nuts. Yeah, it's been crazy. Hey, Gordon, cheers to you. Evening. How are you doing? We're doing a flight of Teeling Single Malt Irish Whiskey, and we're about to get into Black Pits. So Black Pits is their peated single malt. It is a Sauterne finish. So when this first came out, my husband being a big peated whiskey fan, and this is actually before I got into peated whiskey. He'd been a big whiskey fan, so I picked him up this bottle. He really, really liked it. And I looked into it, kind of started getting into it more and trying it. It's a really good one for an introduction to peated whiskey for people. The ppm is relatively low. It's like 16 ppm. That's comparable to Connemara. So if you're okay with the peat level in Connemara, even though I think Connemara actually tastes more peated than Teeling Black Pits does, but they're right about the same. Hey, Nick Proman, how are you doing? Cheers to you. So the difference, this is a Sauterne finish, very light color. So bourbon cask, Sauterne finish. I think this one is 46%. Yeah, it's 46. Typically Teeling, 40 or 46 across the board. The crystal malt doesn't have a label, so I can't tell you on that one. But yeah, all these are 46 across the board, with the exception of the crystal malt. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's probably 46, which I actually don't like with the older Teeling. That was a problem I had even with the 32-year. The 32-year proof down to 46%. It's a 32-year whiskey. It's already gorgeous. Leave it. Leave it at the proof it is. Don't proof it down. I didn't like that at all. Connemara peat can come off like chemicals and plastic. I think it tastes like potting soil. I think it's way too earthy for me. I did, and I probably should revisit them. I did a video a long time ago, and it was Connemara and I think Black Pits, and W.D. O'Connell, Bill Phil, and Dark Silky, and we picked Dark Silky. That's the favorite. I think it's more of a savory peat. I really like it a lot better. Into the Pits sounds like a Slayer concert tour. That totally does. That's a good band name. Hey, Bourbon Neophyte snuck in here. There he is. Cheers, Anthony. Anthony is going to be going live tonight. Anthony is going to be trying a bottle that I was actually looking at the other day, which was the new Hedonism from Compass Box. So make sure you check Anthony out at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. My wife wanted to get a bottle of Connemara and new. Yeah, don't get it. No, you're better off not. Now, like I said, the Black Pits bottle, there is a cask strength version, but it's not exactly the same. So that one's only available in Ireland. I believe that it is still out. I believe I've seen a couple shops that have it. That one does not have the Sauterne in it, I believe. From what I've seen, at least on the bottle, they only talk about the bourbon cask finish with the peated. So you definitely get the peat on the nose. But it's kind of tropical too. I always get bananas on this. I don't know why I always get bananas. Hey, Gandy Road. Cheers to you, Gandy. How are you doing? Yeah, Turf Moor was a really good one. And Donald, what was the other one? Was it a 12-year? I think it was a 12. That I never, ever see anymore. Ever. Bourbon Neophyte having a special guest tonight. That is exciting. Thank you all to those of you who tuned in last week for my special guest from Accordstone. So I did actually this weekend try his recommendation of adding it to Irish coffee. And he's right, it makes a great Irish coffee. It was phenomenal. Yeah, the 12-year in the cask strength. That's what I thought. Yeah, I don't never see the 12-year anymore. But I remember having a bottle of it. So under the peat, you definitely get some vanilla. And I get, I don't know why on this one, I always get bananas. A little bit of lemon. All right. Cheers. This reminds me of kind of a banana pudding with a little bit of peat. Because I got kind of like a vanilla custard and banana. With just a little bit of lemon. And then you definitely do get some peat. I mean, the peat's not overwhelming though. A little bit of spice. The peat definitely is. I mean, it's noticeable. It's there, but it's not too much. If you've got somebody just trying to get into peated whiskey, this is one I definitely would probably recommend for them. Um, it's a much lighter than like the Silkies. It definitely is more peat than a Two Stacks, but it's not as peated as a dark Silky. It is comparable to Connemara, but I think it's got a little more going on than Connemara myself. This is more of that sweeter peat. It's one of the it's weird. It's one of the few whiskeys I actually do get bananas. It's not a note I typically get with Irish, but I always get it on this one. All right, let me see if I can cleanse my palate of this peated whiskey. And we're going to go back through these. I tell you what, I thought the Crystal Malt would be my favorite of the night, but this 21 year is really good. All right. So we're going to try the single malt. Yeah, it's still on the nose. I am getting a little more honey now. A little more, well, it's more caramel. Yeah, it's caramely, but it seems kind of one-dimensional. Yeah, this thing, it's just not really anything that pops. And I'm still tasting nothing but peat. But it's just it's malty, it's caramely, and kind of goes kind of flat after that. Hey, Kathy, how are you? How are you doing? All right, we'll see if I can. But this crystal malt. Yeah, the crystal malt's got a lot more depth. A lot more depth, a lot more tropical. All those notes still come through. That's orange and lemon, vanilla, a little bit of spice. Yeah, there's a lot more going on. You can definitely tell just from the glass that the crystal malt is a lot more viscous. The tears on the glass stand up a lot more. The single malt is just a little flat. Like I said, I like Teeling single grain, their standard offering. I like their blended. Their single malt, I can take it or leave it. The single pot still, I can leave it. And I don't know what happens because when they finish the single pot still, it's good. So I don't know what they're doing with the regular single pot still. It's just not good. I can't tell you the dinner that I went to where we tried the 32 year. That was one of the offerings. That was the one that accompanied the dinner meal. I think me and the person I went with, neither of us finished it. It's like, yeah, we're good. We're good on that one. Thank you very much. And that's probably the only one I absolutely do not recommend. Is that single pot still of theirs. All right. Gonna go back to this 21 year. This is just the color on this thing is just gorgeous. It's honey and so much fruit on the nose. It's amazing just how different this is than the others. Yeah, it's just layers and layers of fruit and vanilla and spice. That thing is so good. That's definitely my top pick of these. I think I'd definitely pick a crystal malt. The second, then black pits, then the regular single malt. think that was probably my least favorite there. Oh, is it the wine? Is it the yeast? It's the wine yeast they use in the single pot still that throws it off. Yeah, it tastes weird. It's just got a weird taste to it. And there's better single pot still you can get for that price. Yeah, and the thing is I like the Wonders of Wood, the Portuguese oak. That's very good. I like those. I just don't like the regular one. If you're trying to be an Irish distillery, how can you not have a decent pot still? Well, they've got a lot of decent single malts, so you can't be great at everything, I guess. Um, so I can't really hate on them too much because they do have some very good single malts. But I think they'll leave the single pot still to Middleton, I guess. Hey, cheers, Zenbood. How are you doing? For the reveal. Yeah. So no surprise there. The 21 year is my fave. The 21 year. Well, it's this one. Yeah. I don't, which is the Rising Reserve 3. 21-year-old. It's Cooley. It's delicious. I do really like that crystal malt. I think for the price, it is really, really good. And I can't remember. I have to look that up. I know it was under $100. And it's got a lot of complexity. It's got a lot of viscosity. It's got a lot going on, and that's a nice pour. And not a lot of distilleries are using crystal malt, which is a shame. I love seeing that. I love seeing more distilleries using crystal malts, using chocolate malts. I think it's really interesting. Glendalough has a good young single pot still. So does Killowen. Killowen's got some very good young single pot still. So it can be done. It's just, yeah, I don't know who signed off and thought that was good, that single pot still Teelings. I'm sure. I mean, obviously, if it sells, some people are buying it. Some people like it. It's just not for me. It does have a real kind of, it's just a funky taste that comes off to me. All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining me for this. Thank you, James. Crystal malt, 70-ish, 70 pounds-ish. I knew it was under 100. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. This is so much fun. This is Thanksgiving week here. Then we've got some big football games this weekend, and I'll be back Sunday. I do not know what I'm going to do yet. I'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Hopefully, I'll see you guys. Like I said, I might join. I'm off this week for work, so maybe I'll join Scotch Down Under. If you are tuning into the Women of Whiskies stream tomorrow for Friendsgiving, you might see somebody you recognize drinking some Irish whiskey. So hope to see you all over there tomorrow. And hope you all have a very good rest of your night. Make sure you jump over to Kilco Streams. Tell him I sent you. Support him and his family. And I will see you guys all next time. Sláinte.